Hey friends, welcome to my place. My name is Dave. Good to have you here. Now, this could actually be called scent of the week. This is one of those that I reached for the most this past week. It was pretty warm and pretty hot, almost 90 every day, and I found myself reaching for this. This is cremo, iced citron, and driftwood EDT version. Now, I have maybe 7 or 8 bottles from this series. They sell this in Walmart and Targets. Those are retailer stores in the US, but they go for cheap. You're talking about $20 or $21 ish. I think if you buy it from the website, just a tad bit, a little bit more expensive. But if you pick it up when you travel to the retail store, 20, 21. And it's for me, this is one of those great finds, hidden treasures, because the ingredients, the way it smells is, I think, is worth a lot more than the price tag. So this is a great lineup. That's why I picked up, I think, everything except one, which happened to be, I think, was very, very similar to Creed Aventus. And for some reason, I just don't think I need another Creed Aventus clone. So, you know what? Maybe I just go and get it and complete the collection. But with that said, anyway, all of those out in the wind. Spray time. The sprayer works perfectly fine. Of the 7 or 8 bottles that I have, the only one that I have problem with, just one, where the juice level got down pretty quickly without me really using it. But then after that, it just stayed there. It did not decrease any longer. So that's kind of weird, but everything else is perfectly fine. In fact, for that bottle, I loved it so much, I bought a backup bottle, even when though there's still a lot going on. Coming back to this, the name itself, I always appreciate it when the name is in sync with the fragrance. Either that it smells exactly like what the name implies, but also, or if it takes you somewhere that, if the name is called like Mediterranean blue, and it does smells like that's great. If it says it's barbershop, warrior, and then it bring you the sense of the barbershop. Okay, so this one is iced. Yes, for sure. It's citron. Very much. There's a bitterness to this lemon. Citron means lemon. But it also, the fruit itself is just a little bit different. It smells just a bit better, a little bit more zesty than regular lemon. And it's a bit sharp. And it's, yeah, exactly. And the driftwood is a little bit salty kind of wood that smell like the sea. Absolutely. So just 3 notes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Iced, citron, and driftwood. Really brings out exactly what it smells like. And I've been wearing for the past week, or even more than that actually. I'll grab it out on and spray it, and then it have a place on my desk for the fragrances that I use pretty often. So it grew on me tremendously. In the beginning, I thought it was okay because the citron and the saltiness, it took me a few sprays to get used to. You do get the saltiness just a tad bit. It's not as strong as other fragrances, but you could tell it's in there. And then in the beginning, I'm getting the icy type of citrus, okay? And then in the dry down, I'm getting a little bit more of the woodiness. So it kind of reverses in that. In the beginning, more citrus, dry down, more woodiness with the citrus in the background, okay? But I really enjoyed the iciness of it. I mean, especially in the beginning and the middle. The iciness is more present with the citron, and then in the dry down, it dimmed down just a tad bit. So this is very, very nice. A lot better than I thought for a $20 fragrance. But because I have basically everything in the series, I know the quality is good. I know there's nothing harsh or cheapy smelling. So I knew that it's going to be, at least decent. But this grew on me as the weather got warmer. So like I always say, you got to use the fragrance in the right time and place. And the warm weather, this one really shines. So I've been enjoying this one quite a bit. This is what I use. So you see the juice level is already down this much. I mean, I just started using, I think, this starting the springtime. So in the past few weeks. That's it. So I spray quite a bit. Now it's a good performer there. You're talking about half a day, no problem. You're probably not gonna last you all day. So maybe about 5 hours. Okay, that's what I've been getting. And I'll also spray on my shirt. I mean, it's very pleasant as I'm going throughout the day. But it smell that citrusy type of smell. So there's a dryness to that. I mean, I was thinking what's the best way to explain that, but I think it's called dryness. The citrus is not just the regular lemony, juicy type, but it's a little bit dry, and which is cool. It smells, I guess, rich. There's a richness to it, and it's a little bit dry. So yeah, it's a little bit icy, citrusy, salty, woody, dry, and bitter, zesty. All these are very good terms. I mean, very good phrases to describe, and very pleasant smelling. So for sure, this is not just throwaway generic, not at all. This one, there's a little bit of twist to it, and I like. After I got used to it, the first couple of sprays, I like the combination, the citrus, the ice, and the saltiness. Yeah, really, really enjoy it. Really, really enjoying this one. So I do think this can be unisex, but it does lean a little bit masculine, just a tad bit. Yeah, there's a vibe to it that shouts, it's a manly type of scent. But I absolutely think that ladies can enjoy this one too. It can go both ways. I haven't tried on the lady, on my wife, but yeah, maybe I should do that. So it's not your typical sweet scent. This one doesn't go very sweet, but there is a sweetness from the fruit itself, from the citrus itself. It does come through, but because the sweetness is so low, that this is a very easy, clean, simplistic type of fragrance that is perfect for the high heat. In the high heat, you don't want things that is too complicated, too artistic, or too much sweetness. Sometimes even the blue scent is a little bit too blue or too much to it, or too creamy. That makes it a little bit hard to come through. I mean, hard to on the high heat. But this one is no problem at all. This one is actually very, very enjoyable. So for me, the hotter it got, the more I'm enjoying this one. And this is basically my scent of the week. I do wear other fragrance, but this was on my desk the whole week. And anytime I thought about it, I'll grab for this. I was just thinking, even some of my hot day staples like Allure Eau Extreme, Allure Homme Sports Eau Extreme, or the there's other few, the Dior's cologne. There's just few, and there's few more that I wear during the high heats, and also the Paco Rabanne. Let's see, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I was just grabbing some of my fragrances that I use a lot for the summertime. I was gonna say Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. It's like one of my summer staples, and the other one's Terre de Mes. This is Eau Fresh. Okay, this is the very nice bottle Eau Fresh. And I'll use Noble Fake from Ferrari. And one of my favorite Prada L'Eau. Of course, you have to wear Dior Homme Cologne. And last but not least, this is Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Okay, those are some of my summer staples. But like I was trying to tell you or convey, that I've been grabbing this one. So it's just to show that even though it's the cheapest of all those, actually it's like, this is only $20. You're talking about the other ones, a lot more expensive than this. I've been grabbing for this one. So that's how much I've been enjoying this. And one of the reasons, because the citrus, the icy citron, it will stay throughout the whole life of the fragrance. You're talking about 5 hours. So I'm able to get that iciness, and yet in the dry down, the woodiness does come through, and a little bit of a saltiness does come through to come in and make it a bit more complex. And yet it's not too complex and annoying for the high heat. So this actually for me is a very perfect type of a high heat scent. It's not too boring, and yet it's not too complicated. It just rides the perfect balance of that. And it's so easy to use. So I'll just grab this when I'm feeling a little bit, annoyed about the heat. So yeah, when I go out and walking around the high heat, and sometimes you run errands or, go out to work a little bit, this one I'll grab it and spray, and it's extremely non-offensive. Okay, it's very, very easy going. I don't see anything offensive about this one. There's no notes in here that's gonna offend anybody. Even if they don't give you compliments, for sure they will be thinking in their mind compliments for you. Okay, so yeah, this is such a great scent. With that said, it's probably my favorite warm weather fragrance from the lineup. Probably I have to look back. Anyhow, this is a review for this one. I really enjoyed this one. Top. If for the pricing, I'll give this 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for what it is. Well, you're talking about cheapy, that's a $21 fragrance, and is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to give you something easy for the warm weather, and it's not too complicated. It will last you at least half a day at work. So this is a perfect type of scent for what it is. All right. As always, thumbs up, subscribe. I hope that is helpful though. See you next time.